does have the reputation for being one of the worst roads in Birkenhead. I can vouch for that, like, being here 10 years. People from other areas come and cause trouble and stuff.
I moved up here to Birkenhead from Romford about 3 years ago. I've never seen poverty like it before. I was promised work up here and that fell through. And now I'm just sort of on universal credit. So I've moved up here and had to sign on. It's probably the worst road that I've ever been in my life or seen in my life.
And this street is bang on a bad street to live in. I need to get it away, but I can't. I'm stuck here in a road that's horrible.
Well, they're alright roads, I mean, some of them are a bit mad, like, but because of the people living on them. It's like smackhead city, this road. I mean, just it all depends on which part you go in. I mean, some roads are alright. All the kids are just running the place, they're going around beating up the homeless, robbing them, spitting on them, kicking on them. Some of them are died.
I've been homeless for 5 years and no one's helping me. I keep going all to these services like Whittleways and stuff like that, but all they keep talking about is themselves when they should look after other people. And I went into Whittleways the other day and I spoke to someone, not mentioning no names or stuff like that, but they were very abrupt.
I'm fortunate in the sense that my homeless experience was minimal. You know, there was minimal risk. I wasn't street homeless. I had to live on my friend's floor, and I reflect on that quite a lot. But don't forget where my roots are from. But in the last 16 years of being in Birkenhead, my experience and knowledge of homelessness for people, it has increased tenfold. I think the contributing factors for that is the landlords work in a certain way through the Property Pool Plus. Now the Property Pool Plus wasn't there back in the day. 16 years ago, landlords picked and chose who they could have and who they wanted. There's that saying that everyone's 1 to 3 pay packets away from homelessness. That is so true. The customers that come through the door into this shop, this environment, I've met fellas who've been in the army, been with the wife, come home and they've been cheating, and he's actually been the one who's had to leave the family home for the children's sake. He's the one who's been street homeless for 3 months. And then the supported housing provision on Wirral is there's such a waiting list. That's how people there's three individuals that come in the shop. They are street homeless. They live in 2 tents. One they sleep in, the other one's for clothes and other items. They use the shop to basically circulate the clothes because all the clothes get musty. I learned 2 weeks ago that they've now upped their game. They're now not in supported accommodation. They found a squat, but they feel like that's the next step up in the world. This is 3 individuals who were twice my age and shouldn't have to live on the streets, shouldn't have to live in squats, having to plan how they're going to get hot water for noodles. That's how desperate things are. A lot of people get confused between what a social supermarket is and a food bank, and there's clear differences. The social supermarket is about people who opt in, and when they do get paid or they do have something to give, they will contribute or they'll pay. So the food bank is provided predominantly by churches. One of our customers comes in and he has severe mental health and he uses the shop as a way to reap a market chain. He used the example of pasta. He goes, I only have a little bit of money, but the money I do have, I don't want to be stressed about how to spend it. So when I come in the shop, there's minimal opportunity to worry about the variety of pasta, because there's only one type of pasta. And with that, he knows that he can get some really healthy food in the shop. And it's all intercepted. It's all intercepted food. A lot of the food that is kept in food banks has to be ambient food that could be long shelf lives, which is like laced with sugar and salt. So there's pros and cons to both of them, but this is a more dignified way of approaching a shopping experience.
I had to sign on because of my situation, and within a month I've been sanctioned, and then I had to wait 7 weeks before I got my like universal credit come through. Obviously I had to go like 7 weeks without no money, but obviously I had money coming in from like the girl I was seeing, so I was able to survive. But other than that, no one tells you what you can get or can't get. It wasn't until 2 weeks before the 7 weeks was up that I was told that I can borrow like sort of a certain amount of money to get through this time.
It's just the way things are at the moment, isn't it? Everyone's finding it hard.
There's a lot of expectation on people these days, and a lot of people will want to fix other people, organisations, small community groups. We don't take that approach. You opt in and you contribute and you give something to your community, and you will reap the benefits. That's why I haven't got a problem with volunteers, because the volunteers want to give and want to be, because not just by getting access to the food in the shop, they've reduced their own isolation, they've increased awareness about what goes on in Birkenhead, and the same goes for the customers. They're all part and parcel of the same group. So Make It Happen doesn't do it for the community, it does it with the community.